Hi folks, Mayor Kevin Davis. The daily update for Wednesday, April the 28th. Beautiful sunny afternoon outside City Hall. Tonight we have a council meeting. We're getting a report telling us that if the COVID-19 restrictions last until the end of June, we're looking at a deficit of $2.2 million. If it goes beyond that, which it likely will in some form, that's going to be higher. And that puts us into a real bind because we're also getting many requests from residents. Can you do something to lower water rates, power rates, property taxes? And it's really tough for us to be able to do that because of how we operate. And we're not like the federal government, provincial government. One, we're limited to two sources of revenue: user fees like water rates, sewer rates, and property taxes. That's it. We don't have an excise tax, a sales tax, income tax. But probably the most significant difference is that we cannot borrow money to pay the operating bills. So we can borrow to build, but we can't borrow to pay the cost of maintaining what we build. So for example, for you, we can, like you can, borrow money to buy your home. You can go out and get a secured line of credit to pay your operating bills, your budget, but we can't do that. We're prohibited. At the end of the year, we have to, by law, end up in a balanced budget position. And if we have a deficit and carry it over too many years, the province can come in and take us over. So that really puts us into a straitjacket. The other thing is that we're required to provide certain services by provincial law, and that's about 80% of the tax dollar you pay goes towards essential services. So what I'd like to do is just take you on a little tour of the city and show you how your dollar of property tax is spent. 12 cents of every dollar you pay goes to the school boards. So the city only receives 88 cents of every dollar you pay in property tax. So how's the other 88 cents spent? Well, we begin with police services. That's the single largest item. 20 cents of your tax dollars goes towards supporting fine men and women of our
Number
police
4,
service.
fire hall. It's also fire hall and ambulance. So paramedics, EMS, that's 3 cents. Fire, 11 cents.
Miami is the newest city housing development on Malvern Ave. Housing and all the housing supports, 7 cents of every dollar you pay goes towards that. At the Earl Ave Public Works Yard, Public Works is about 7 cents. That's all about road maintenance, road repair, snow plowing, traffic control, traffic lights. I think it's rather essential. Here I am at the transit terminal. Transit's another essential service for many residents to get to work, shop, see their doctor, and that's 7 cents of every tax dollar goes towards
treating wastewater is absolutely essential. The water we put back in the river is cleaner than what we take out. It's important to residents, say in Six Nations, that take their drinking water from the river. It's essential. It's supported by the rates we pay. If we don't receive enough in sewage charge rates, then it falls onto the property taxpayer. Homedale Water Treatment Plant, there's no more essential service the city does than treating water. It, like the sewage treatment, is supported by those who pay water rates. Cemetery is another rather essential service, primarily supported by burial charges, but the property taxpayer does.
There's a great system of community centers. They're not essential services. They're part of the 18 cents in your tax dollar that go to what we call non-essential services, but doesn't mean they're not important. The Wayne Gretzky Sports Center, it's considered to be non-essential, part of the 18 cents that are paid towards that, but does anybody doubt how important this facility is to our community? Then of course we have the Sanders Center, an important part of our cultural fabric. It's not essential. About 1/2 cent of your tax money goes towards supporting the Sanders Center. There you have it. I hope you better understand the budget situation we're in. Very, very tight. You know, we want to provide relief to residents, but we have this budget fiscal straitjacket on us. And I'd like to talk about in my later videos this week how we're going to probably deal with that in our operating budget, and also there's an impact on our capital budget over the next 10 years. So stay tuned.